for showing up here for my journey in just transitioning into cybersecurity from my current career path. So what I've seen across multiple platforms, YouTube, when I research on Google, Twitter, LinkedIn, whichever your preference is, I've looked across all the steps as far as what would be the correct, not correct, but the best way to maximize exactly what you should be doing in order to transition best into that career. So I'm documenting my journey with this YouTube channel, as well as the various steps that I take that I've done the research on to make sure there is a maximization on the transition. So of course, there are many different paths you go to in tech. I chose cybersecurity. It was the most excited to me. I love being a detective. I love being challenged mentally to being able to figure things out. And my current career path does not provide that for me. So one of the things that I saw that was consistent across the board, every cybersecurity professional, every platform that I've seen, every article that I've read, is one of the things you want to do is document, again, which is what I'm doing right now. Document your journey. It doesn't necessarily have to be a YouTube channel, but you want to make sure that you show practicality of being able to do the job that you're applying to do to some extent. And that would be through opening up a GitHub, opening up a Hack the Box, try Hack Me, and platforms of that nature, having links to those things that you've done as for different projects or different projects that you've done to showcase that you're already essentially doing the job. You're just looking to be hired for it, so to speak. So one of the avenues outside of YouTube that I wanted to do that I was interested in was blogging. And so the first thing I went to Master Google. Went to Google. Google is really an amazing tool when you really know how to use it. It's so much more better when you know exactly how to search what you're looking for. But this is a simple search. I just search best place to blog for free. And basically I'll be creating my own website with different links and different things that I've learned and different explanations of certain acronyms or certain things that are implemented in the cybersecurity world, or at least in the entry level world abroad, pretty much. So as I Googled best place to blog for free, there was a list of things that did come up for me, and pretty much just a list of some sites that I've heard, some sites that I have not heard of, and this is pretty much what I got. So I clicked on one of these options, and I got this website here. And with this website, it was a list of different things. Again, websites I've heard of, websites I haven't. And they also showcase that there are payment options if you want to have more of an upgraded account. It is little to no money, really. It's a lot cheaper than what I thought it would be, especially when you're talking about creating your own website. It sounds like a big to do, but they're actually pretty cheap. But the one that I clicked on that seemed to be the most, drawn to me the most, was Wix. Wix is one of those websites that knows what people are there for. It actually covers runs the gambit pretty much as far as whatever industry or pathway you want to go into to best optimize what your site wants to look like. So we'll go through it here. So I'll create an email. Let's see. Email.com. We'll start now. Oh, we gotta sign up. Okay, so we'll just continue with the Google. Okay. So then I'll try it this way. All right. So once I went ahead and created an account for Wix, it's pretty simple, just standard email, create a password. All right, so let's bring your ideas to life, answer some questions to get the best tool for what you're creating. All right. So it gives you the option here again. It runs the gambit as far as thinking of everything. Wix has been around for quite a while. So it has get started here if you're starting your own website. It also has where you can create a website for someone else that you're creating a website for. They may not have the time to do it, and they're looking to pay someone to get it done for them. But of course, we're creating this for ourselves, right? So we're gonna make sure we click that there. So search for your business or a website type. So what we're going to do, I did mention you want to document your journey. I didn't mention the term for it. Most folks say creating a portfolio. So you can honestly choose one of these as far as creating a portfolio or doing a blog. But since I mentioned the blog, I may do a video on portfolio, but since I said blog in the beginning of this one, I'll do blog. If you guys want the portfolio version of this, then I would be more than happy to do that. So of course they have a different settings for what kind of blog that you want to do. This is really awesome that they have it down to a T for what it is you're trying to do. It makes things so much easier for you. So of course we're going to do a technology blog, and then we're going to hit next here. And what would you like to call your website? Because it is your website. You may not necessarily own that domain. You may have access to it through Wix, but it does provide you with that. So you can provide your website to anyone. If you want to create a business or have your website that you're building or your blog that you're building that you'll be able to put on your profile, such as LinkedIn. So a recruiter can come directly to your site to see your work. Now, what we're going to name our website, we want to name our website Transition into Technology. We're going to create that as our website. Okay. Now, what are our goals for our website? We want to promote ourselves because typically that's what you have to do in tech. For a menial job, you literally just have to have a resume. They just ask you a few questions and then they determine whether you're a good fit for the job. But it's tech. Specifically for showcasing your portfolio, creating a blog, you want to promote yourself highly because you're advocating for you to be able to do a job, whether you're already in tech or not, or transitioning. But it's even more poignant, I would believe, as a guest, really, that transitioning from another career to tech, that you want to emphasize this a lot. Now, this is, of course, your preference. I would think I would be promoting myself. I would be sharing knowledge that I've learned through my education, really. And I would also build a community, folks who may also be looking to transition into tech. And I'm showing, the hours and the work that I actually have to go into making that transition outside of a full-time job. All right, so now that we've chosen what we've chosen for our options there, now what do we want to add to our website? So it gives you a few different options here. Wow, this is really, really good. And it also, of course, gives you the option to skip if it is a bit overwhelming for you. But this is your baby. This is your thing. You're creating to not only just for you to transition into tech, but just to say, hey, look, this is what I've been doing, and you can follow me along if you'd like to see it. This is awesome. So you have online store, you have bookings, you have music, online programs, food orders. This is really awesome. I would think that depending on your type of blog or portfolio that you want to have, that you may do something along the lines of a forum, because you may want to build a following, not necessarily just to have folks to follow you, but just to come across the different ideas or critiques that they may have for your website, or ideas you can kind of bounce off each other to be able to maximize your opportunities, of course. So what I'm going to do is groups. We could do a forum. All of the rest of the other things don't really appeal to me as far as what we're trying to accomplish here. So I'll just hit next. But the rest of the options are really good. Have you created a website before? Oh man, they really hit it on the head with thinking about everything for creating a website. So of course, I've done a little bit of this before, but it's been so long. I'm just gonna hit this my first time. So click that there, and then it says let Wix ADI create a website for you. I don't know what ADI means, but or if you can create your own website in the Wix editor, and you just choose a template. So because it's been so long since I've done something like this, I'm just going to hit start now so they can create a website for me because I would not know the first thing about creating a website. Oh, it's a long day. All right, so do you want to import images and text? Going to skip, and you can, oh wow, you can have a logo, it'll have your name, it'll showcase your email address. This is awesome. I don't know why you would put your address unless it's a business, of course, and your phone number. Again, I'm not sure why they would, you would put that there. Of course, you may put your in this particular case, when it says a social account, you would want to put your link in here. And of course, maybe a headshot of yourself or something that's in alignment with what you're trying to create your portfolio or your blog for. So I'll just hit next there, and then it has different things that you can create. I like mine nice and clean, make it a bit easier to read, because when I want to, when I put myself in the shoes of a recruiter and they're constantly filing out through folks the different profiles of things I send out to them, I want them to be able to get it pretty quickly. I don't want a whole bunch of, bells and whistles, so to speak, unless it's in alignment with what I'm doing. Because if I'm a graphic artist, obviously I would want something that pops a bit more, a bit better. But for the purposes of what we're doing this for, I just want mine to be nice and clean and straight to the point. So then I'm going to hit next here. And minimal would probably be the other one, but I like a bit of touch with mine, but I can have that. I feel as though that the option that I selected can have that bit of a touch without doing too much and it being easy to read. All right, so pick your favorite homepage design. So you can customize your colors, your images, and more. And they have, it looks like 3 different options. I don't believe I can scroll down here. Yeah, it doesn't have a scroll bar. So which one should I pick? You've arrived, transition into technology, discover, transition into technology. I like the middle one the best. So we're going to use this design here. Okay. All right, so we're going to use this design and let's see what comes up here, because I believe they're going to put everything together that we've accumulated and then put it all on that page. Okay, add pages to your site. These pages are tailored for you. You can customize it later. Now, that's one of the best things that I believe that, this whole creation process is amazing. But the fact that there's nothing absolute because things change all the time, right? The fact that you can come back in later and change it because of something that some feedback you may have gotten to critique, that is awesome. That's amazing. All right, so which one do we want to add? Do we want to add shopping? No. Do we want to keep it blank? Do we want to say add scene media highlights? We're not famous enough for that yet. Show contact. You want to connect with someone, and that's part of building that forum in that community. You may have a Discord or a Reddit thread you want folks to become a part of outside of the blog to have those discussions and ideas as far that lead that you can take from the blog itself and take it to the platform that you're looking to use. So what I would choose just for this exercise here, I'm going to choose the about, and then I'll just let's see, Instagram, and I'll do contact as well. How about that? So we'll do contact, and then I think that's about it. Or do I hit skip or edit side? I'm not sure. All right, so adding my pages, and they're putting the final touches on it. All right. Nice.